Welcome to my new series called City Survivalists and what they think they actually need to do to survive. And it probably won't survive, but it won't work. We're going to have a little conversation here with the family about this. What do you think? Oh, this is the wife right here. She has a couple ideas, or at least one idea. What do we need the most of? Say it a little bit louder. What?
Water.
Water. So how are you going to survive without water? That's number one. But we realize this. We also have an issue where people think that they don't need water, but they do. They do need water, don't they?
Yep.
See how they're a part of this very much? All right. But the problem is that we don't look at this very much, and we don't get into it too much. We don't buy into the fact that we're going to survive at all, and the reason being is because we don't have water. So the whole point of this series is why people go to the extra effort of buying all this stuff on Amazon and eBay, thinking that this is the good stuff that they're going to use to survive. Well, and I give them credit for as much as I can. Sorry for the movement. I'm putting on my shoes here. So as we go to the stores like Harbor Freight and Walmart or what have you, we're going to see where exactly in the store that what you're going to need, and we're going to do all of that in these series coming up. And one of the few things that people think that they need to survive, and they absolute must need. Now keep in mind, you probably already guessed it, and that's right. The few things that they need is this: a barbecue pit with propane. I've seen people buy these little cheap barbecue pits, and that's one of the things we're going to go over today. And they're saying, well, we need something to be able to cook the food. Now, I'm not saying you don't. But the thing is that if you store a whole lot of propane and you do this, you are going to create a hazardous environment to where you have so much explosive fuel on your property. And you say, well, I'll just have it refilled, because that's how they think. That, oh, I'll just have it refilled. We're in survival mode. The world's in apocalypse mode. And guess what? Everything's still working because we still have water in the house. I have to always kind of just give it a big old sigh, because you're not going to make it. You're not going to have the propane that comes into the house, or the gas, or how you have fuel supply. Maybe your house is all electric. And actually, if your house is all electric, the thing is that you may actually have a better chance of surviving, because, well, if you take the preparation now, and that is to go get solar panels and prep it as much as you can. That's actually the best thing that you can probably do for getting the first start, is to put solar panels on your roof, on your garage, in your yard. I've seen people put the sticks and the poles and stuff. This is probably one of the smarter things to do. And everybody's got electricity in urban environment. You can actually put solar panels on every house, and you should be able to have enough power to be able to do what you got, just in case power goes out. And that's another thing too, is that you would do it for that, not so much for apocalypse style end of the world type stuff, but you could, this could be purpose for a really good purpose, like if the power goes out and stuff. And the um, you can use that today and now to save money. But to think that they're going to actually keep the power going during apocalypse time, and you're going to expect to have your ceiling fans going and your to have anything working actually, because it does take power to put water into pumps and pump it into your house through the pipes and everything. The If you live inside the city, this is how you get water. Just remember that all of the meat that you get at the store does come from an animal, and it does have to be killed to get to you. A lot of people say, well, you don't have to hunt. You can just eat the bologna. Okay, well, that's an animal product too, and you can you can see where I'm going at with this. Not too many people really think this through, and they have it in their mind and in their mindset that they're going to just go through life saying, I've prepped as much as I can. I've got winter clothes, which you need. Yeah, you should have winter clothes no matter what climate you're in, because you never know what the ends could bring or what could happen. I mean, Texas just had a winter storm that I'm not sure if they've ever had before, and it surprised the hell out of them. Probably should have some cold weather gear. Not a bad idea to have. However, that's one thing to think about is solar panels and way to get electricity to keep that. So because it is nice to be able to have some human comfort, not just survival stuff, but being able to turn on the lights. Your internet might be down because whether the power's out for a couple days, a couple weeks, or if it's the end of the world, you may not have internet anymore. But it is still nice to be able to access whatever pictures that you have on there, play video games, play and I know what you're saying. Well, hey man, you need internet to play the video games. Well, I guess to some of us old schoolers, we're going to tell you that no, you don't need internet to play video games. You can play. Actually, you can play against each other on some of them. The really cool ones too. You might have to go a little retro with it, but anyway, be able to do that. Maybe watch some old videos, TV, CDs, Blu-rays, and stuff, and be able to preoccupy you during family time and what have you. But going back to the power situation, solar panels probably the best way. Don't depend on gas or natural gas or propane, whatever fuels your house. You might have the big propane tank outside of your house to get you by in the winter. You may want to think about some solar options. And the only reason I'm pushing this is because what if the guy that charges your tanks can't make it to you? Maybe there's a road collapse, and this is something that could happen now or any time. You could have you could have a road washout somewhere. He can't get to you with the truck to fill your tank by the side of your house with propane or LP or whatever you use. The idea is to be prepared just in case. If shit ever did hit the fan, it might be too late for a lot of us. And you're not going to just save up on all your ammo and guns for everything, because eventually you're going to run out of ammo or somebody's going to take you for yours. You have enough for your home defense type situation and do what you get. Hopefully you get along with your neighbors good enough that you don't need to really go out hunting them or them having them hunt you. What I would say is another tip before I leave you today is on these plastic 25-year barrels that I've been seeing, or not barrels, but buckets. These 25-year buckets, and they sell for like 75, or I think some of them go up to like $200 and plus dollars. You can do this yourself, and we'll try to show you in some of the videos how you can do this. Basically, in a nutshell, you take these 5-gallon buckets, and I would buy a new one. I wouldn't use an old one. Just go buy a new one and spend a couple bucks. Put the supplies that you'll need is for basic ones. Make like a medical one. Make dry foods. Oh, if you put dry foods in and you're gonna put the basic one would be oatmeal. Don't put like the strawberry or peaches in there because it has sugar in there. and the glucose or whatever it is in there may ferment inside there and cause your food to be not stable and possibly go bad. So if you want to save dried fruit and you want to do that, keep it in a separate container away from what you would mix it into. So don't go out and buy the oatmeal that has the mixed fruit already inside the packets. And those packets are really good, by the way. I got to tell you, they're dry packed. Those things will last probably forever. But that is. So you can save them in small batches and be able to take them out and just stuff them. Just stuff your 5 gallon bucket, and you do want to stuff that 5 gallon bucket as tight as you can get it without, of course, breaking any of the seals or packs or anything. And you stuff it with dry foods. You will need water to do anything. Again, that's always back to water of what you do there. But at least you'll be able to. That's another problem that maybe you can solve at another time. But these people who go out here and they pack food in Ziploc bags and they store them down in the basement, and I have seen this. Guys, this ain't gonna work. The other thing is those things that you use to suction cup the plastic bags. Oh yeah, I keep my blankets in here. Look how small I can shrink wrap that. It's not for food. You need to realize this. And them little suction things that you use your vacuum cleaner to suck the air out, those little tabs that are in there, they go bad over time. Maybe some of them will survive, but most of them, they'll go bad over time. I mean, you might get a couple years out of them or what have you. You might even get 10 or 15 years, maybe. But you take these 5 gallon buckets, you buy some rubber gasket seals to put on there. You push it down on there, and it'll be super tight. And then you take some duct tape, and Gorilla Tape works really good. And you take it and you make like just go over to keep the lid on there. Even though the lid's on there tight, you really want to make sure it's sealed on there. Not that big of a deal. You stretch some across the top. Buy a pack of Gorilla Tape, put it on there, and then you'll see that sealing that up is gonna be better. So you're gonna see that that this probably works a lot better than what you would expect to see. So that's all I got for you today, guys, on this version and this episode of what not to do and what to do. And by the way, I don't know, but we're gonna talk about certain ways of saving some water later on. I've heard some people say, well, take a couple drops of bleach or a couple drops of some type of sanitizing agent or what have you, and put it in there when you save the water and it'll last longer. Usually city water, when it comes out the tap, it's pretty good, and it's actually very chlorinated. So there's that. They clean it really well, and there's always leftover. So you probably don't need to add anything to it, would be my guess. But we'll take a look at that next time, or maybe in a future couple episodes from now. Good luck. Good trying to make it better for yourself, but prep a little bit more reliable. Just remember, those 5-gallon buckets you could make yourself. You don't have to spend all that extra money. And make them separate. Have a medical one. Maybe put diapers in it. You never know what you need for diapers, especially if you get injured or shot. They actually work really well for like sucking chest wounds and stuff. Women's products. If you got women that you're going to be around, this is probably not a bad idea to have put some inside there, at least for survival. But who knows? That might be better left in the box because they are sealed. Most of them are sealed up themselves. So, but maybe buy some in bulk and keep them for survival mode too, because that's something that most guys don't think of. Anyway, if this has helped you, very good, and we'll see you on the next episode. So long and good luck. God bless.